You see me do my thing. I'm starting a podcast, so you can tune in once I get started. This will be my first episode, so I'm excited, nervous, yes, but excited. So let me wave back. Yeah. Hey, you guys. I'm going live because I'm starting a podcast today, and I'm super excited. Don't mind that person in the back. Hopefully it works out. It's a radio station, so. Hopefully everybody is well and is blessed and highly favored. And I think I'm gonna do well because I like to talk a lot, and I got some interesting topics and some interesting stories, so why not? Why not? Yes, I do work at a radio station in Charlotte. This is 104.4. I just started. I'm doing a podcast. So. But if you need a link, I definitely can link you. If you need some kind of promotion or, you know. So, let me know. And now if I link you, you got to come on my podcast and be a guest. You just moved out here? Oh, you know we gotta hang out. I can show you around. I've been here since 2015, so I've been here for a little while. It's a nice city. It's lit too.
Yeah, we doing
So yeah. Yep. It's gonna be like Atlanta soon. Just the way it's moving and how it's going. So it's kind of like a mini Atlanta. What? Okay. I know that's right. All right. What you got your own business doing? Look, we gotta support each other. Come on now. Hey, Serena. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't moving back to Cleveland. Not to be funny, but it's too much out here to be. Cleveland too depressing for me. Too many people get killed. It should be too much going on in Cleveland for me. I'm telling you, this is the first time I went to a place where you can go out and nobody get killed. Nobody gets into a fight. You go home, you can leave when the club closed and be good. Like, you don't gotta leave early or nothing. Like, too much crazy stuff going on in Cleveland. But that's because it ain't enough money circulating in Cleveland either. So When niggas get money, they not on all that drama. Oh, that's a good area to live. I live on the north side, like by
She don't know the knock man yet.
Who's the
When the knock talking to Mike.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm talking in the mic. Talking in the mic. Talking in the mic. 1, 2, 3, 2. Hey. I'm talking in the mic. I don't know what to say in the mic. I wish I knew how to rap. But I can talk in the mic. Yeah, so I'm talking and 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 I'm talking. Huh? Keep talking. Say something else. Say something else. I don't have anything to say. Don't know what to say. Of course. Of course. It's always good to see somebody you know. Or you know. Talking in the mic. Talking in the mic. And my cousins stay out here. I got a few cousins that stay out here. So yeah, we definitely can hang out. I can't believe you was down here and then went back. Thank you for the heart. Yeah, I'll pull up on you. I'll pull up on you. Girls game from Cleveland. The pull-up game is strong. Girls down here don't know about the pull-up game. They don't pull up on people. Let me not say that. Hey, Ronita. Yeah, see? I'm talking to Mike some more?
No.
It's working?
Not yet.
Okay.
No, he didn't. He just had to change the cord out.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I was thinking about it. This is my hill. So I don't think I should be on there. I don't want my voice on there. Reason being is I just thought about it. You have to learn how to do this every week, even when you don't have a host.
Mm-hmm. So what's your help?
I already got it to you. Now you can hear yourself. I'm sorry.
So now they can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your notes?
I was feeling more comfortable with you helping me, but now you're saying
You should always feel comfortable.
okay, I only have 2 questions on my notes.
But you said all that. You said it from your heart. You didn't have that stuff written down.
Okay.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You started talking about you. And then you started talking about, well, you talk
You
about
shouldn't renege like this.
Oh. Okay. I'll help you. I was just thinking about it. I just thought about it. I was like, this. Like mine. You got like a little gray hair sticking out. Like, look, straight out. Hi, Garden.
Hey.
Hi, how are you? Hi.
Buenas noches.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
I hope I do blow up. No, I know.
Are you on live right now?
Yeah.
I know. Talking on live.
Yeah.
Tell you I wasn't about to do your thing.
You did say that on live. I am gonna blow up. Let me say not hope. I am.
She is gonna blow up.
Eee.
Somebody said you was about to blow up.
They say yeah, you gonna blow up. Mm-hmm.
She
You got the
is.
face for it.
She is.
Eee. See? Yep. So Start off small, grow big. Okay.
It's destined to happen.
Okay. So, I got 2 questions. How can you be yourself? And what is the steps to being yourself? And then I go from there. Right? No?
So you still want to start where you were.
Talk about myself.
You started introducing yourself.
Okay.
Well, you started off with introducing yourself. Then remember I said, what were you going to talk about if you didn't talk about entanglement? And you said, well,
The introduction and being myself and how I came about that, blah, blah, blah.
no.
No, what?
Right there you start saying, well, I was thinking about talking about today's times and how
Oh,
the
yeah.
pandemic and how it's
Yeah.
changed people, how still people are flourishing and still thriving.
Yeah, so should I talk about that more? Or no?
Well, the reason I transitioned you there is because you said that entanglement may have been, old news.
Yeah.
So I said, what were you going to talk about? And that's when you start talking about that was very motivational to me.
Yeah.
You were talking about how people are, flourishing, thriving, even.
Through this pandemic, yeah.
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 You went into some more commentary.
Okay.
And then you went to them being them and finding themselves even through, unstable what seems unstable. Remember, you said this. I'm repeating what you said. See, I remember.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's when I said, well, how do during this time people go by finding themselves in this, times
Okay,
like
and
this?
then
Like
we
how-
went through that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So, you gonna do this by yourself, or you want me to help you? I would love to. I'm just saying to you, I don't want you to feel like it's gonna take away from you every week, because you're going to have to learn how to have an engaging conversation for the listeners, and to
By
have,
myself?
Yeah, you eventually have to do that. So I didn't know if that was going to help you in the recording to see you and see how you are able to push through a whole.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could, yeah. However, either way, I don't know. I do want you to be here, but I do want to do it by myself too, just so I can kind of,
Yeah, I just wanted to give you an option. It's not me saying I don't want to do it or not going to do it.
Is that
I'm
because
giving
I'm on
you an
live
option. No.
No, you know. Okay.
No.
All right. So, I don't want that dead space though.
Mhm.
I don't want the dead space. And then
But you got to remember, you can start and you can talk. You can even stop and start over.
oh, and then y'all
This
cut-
is going to
cut it
be
out.
edited.
Right.
for
Okay.
you.
Okay.
So
Alright.
I'm saying, but for the purposes of the people, when you're on live, you're not going to want to have a lot of dead air at the same time.
Okay.
Makes
Gotcha.
sense.
Gotcha. Because that's live. And
Mhm.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Because as long as you're talking about some good stuff and you got some high energy up in here,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to help you get your energy.
Okay.
If you feel, people watching.
And then I can feed off of them too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you have to do that with this mic in front of you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
have to remember not to pull this, don't touch this, don't slide it.
Just keep it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try something. Okay, I like this because up a little bit, she said talk straight into it, so that'll help you not
Talk
have
straight
to
into
lean.
Okay. Gotcha.
You need it up a little bit more. That's a good thing. We know that we can do this and make you feel comfortable because you know you're going to be sounding good.
Okay.
That's good. That way you can move, but as long as you don't touch that, you can move your head, you can move your hands, you can move your body,
Okay.
and you not
As
have
long
to
as
do
I'm
this.
projecting forward. Okay.
As long as you're projecting forward. Alright, so I'm going to leave you for 2-3 minutes I'll be back to tell you we're about to get started, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Don't be nervous. You got this. Like, I don't even know why. Wow.
So I'm not even gonna act like I'm not nervous, because I am nervous. Just a tad bit, I am nervous. But I do like to talk though. And I don't know. I'm not ready. Thank you, Anita. I know, just be myself. Okay, just be myself, because that's all that this is about anyway. Just be myself. And you know, a lot of times it do feel hard to be yourself, because you don't know what people are gonna think. You don't want people to judge you. You don't want people to, you know, view you in a negative light. So you try to put on a persona to try to make them comfortable, when you should make yourself. You should make yourself comfortable with you. So I mean, this is a learning experience for me, and it's helping me get comfortable with myself too. So, not saying I have come a long way. Anybody that know me, I know I've came a long way. So, yeah, I'm excited. You said talk louder? Okay, I'll talk louder. Yeah. Thank you guys for helping me out. So I'm gonna need y'all help while I'm doing my little podcast. Hey, Amanda. Thanks, boo. Yeah. So I think that my top, well, not I think, but my topic today is gonna just be kind of introducing myself. Like, the name of my podcast is Be You. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about what it means to me, like what it means to be you and be yourself and be authentically you. And talk about, what else I'm gonna talk about? How I came to, you know, the realization of being who I am and being comfortable with who I am. That's the biggest part. It's, a lot of times we know who we are, but are we comfortable with who we are, and are we accepting of who we are? That is the issue. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. Hey, mommy. You see me, girl? You check me out. Check me out, sis. Look. Yes, mommy. I'm doing my thing. Your girl wanna be a star. I'm just saying. Yo. So, I don't know. I really, yeah. What you think, Mom? Did you say hey, pumpkin, or what are you trying to say? Here, pumpkin? And stop calling me pumpkin. Look, I feel like, you ever seen Paint a Fool when he said, "Stop calling me lucky. I ain't found a book of food stamps in years." Hey. That's good. And make sure y'all share my video with people. Okay? Make sure you share my video.
Alright. Come here 1 second though. Yes, please. So, but this is a good distance. Like,
Yeah.
talk normal. Just talk.
Okay?
You gonna keep angled, like stay angled like that?
She probably not gonna
I see
stay
it.
sitting straight up.
So you gonna bring it here?
That's good, right?
Okay.
You don't have to be. You can move your chair back because I know you're probably gonna end up moving. Was that comfortable for you to sit?
Yeah.
Okay, you get in your comfortable position that you think you can stay in for an hour. That's good right there for you?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's perfect.
Okay.
So would you just talk directly into the mic?
Okay.
Highlight.
But does she have to lean over
Yeah.
like that?
These
I'm
lovely
just
people are
wondering how
helping
much it
me.
would pick out.
Oh no, she don't have to. She can stay back.
So she could, like, if she was getting animated a little bit, if she would. Okay.
I can stay back like this.
But keep talking.
But keep talking.
You know, project your voice.
Project my voice.
Not
yeah.
too loud, though.
The
but
vocal cords.
Don't scream.
Okay, don't scream.
Okay,
no.
no.
Try to stay as close as you can to it, but not that close. Well, you don't have to be that close. Like that range, you can come back some. Like right there is good. Like talk.
She like this girl.
Okay,
No,
here,
but
let me do this.
is
I'll
what
sit
we
down
did
and I'll
when
show you.
When you came to get your pictures, you
Your
warmed
pictures.
up. You warmed up.
So like
you
if
warmed
I'm
up.
here, right, you can still hear me. If I come back here, yeah, but the further you go,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
gonna
Like,
be.
don't relax.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Don't leave.
How you sing in the mic?
Yeah, I was saying, think about when you be on the phone.
I don't sing. I
Yeah.
just sing in my shower, but you know, it's all good.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right. So when you hear me knock on this wall, you can go and get started.
Okay. Thank you, George, and thank you, Mom. Okay, so I guess I'm getting started. I heard the knock, so I'm getting started right now. And yeah. I don't know, I'm scared. So basically I'm just starting a podcast today. What's today? The 20th? August 20th, yeah. And yeah, I thought I should start a podcast because I like to talk and I like to have conversations and I like to, yeah, I don't know.
I just want to remind you something.
What?
You're interacting with your people, and that's good for your two things that you're doing. But you also have to remember your podcast is going to be on is going to be uploaded on the platform.
Okay. So how do I start?
What did you say this episode was going to be about?
Being you.
We're going to say it's being you. So,
Mhm.
but you're going to start with introducing yourself. That's what you said. So you got to welcome them to your podcast.
Okay.
And then tell them what your podcast is going to be about. And then go into talking about who you are, introduce them to you. And then start talking about your topic.
Okay. See, that's all I needed to hear.
No, you got it. You got it. I just want to remind you that you're getting them ready. So you're introducing them to what's about to go down here, but you got to also be mindful
That this is a podcast and this people are listening, they're not viewing. Okay. Gotcha. Hey you guys, thank you for joining me. This is the Be You podcast and my name is Daymonique. I am your host and yeah, so this is my first podcast and today we're going to be talking about being you and what it means to be you and pretty much giving you an idea and basis of who I am and what I'm going to be bringing to the table and just pretty much just talking and having conversations and, you know, getting things off my chest. That's what I'm using it for. You know, just to be quite frank, I'm using it to, you know, share my truth and hopefully, you know, it resonates with people, and if it doesn't, then oh well, you know. I can care less. Not saying it like that. I love you, sis. But anyway, like I was saying, today's episode is going to be about what BU is, what it stands for, why I started it, who am I, and pretty much everything about me. Eve. So the reason why I started this podcast is I just feel like we're just living in different times, and it's really just time for people's voices to be heard and to get your truth out there. Like this generation, I feel like this coming generation is just all about being them and who they are and being authentic, and even though a lot of fake stuff is going on in the world, let's not joke around there. It's a lot of fake news going on, but at the same time, it's a lot of people doing their thing. And I just love to see it. Like, 2020 has been, let's just be honest, a hell of a year. It really has. I don't feel like anybody in my generation or any generation before me that's still living have ever seen anything like it. So, with that being said, this is your moment to just kind of face the music and do what you love, because you don't know, the world is uncertain at this point, so you might as well take a chance on yourself and then double down. Bet on yourself and then double down. That's what I say. So with that being said, yeah, BU is just about being true to yourself, and I feel like that's something that's needed in this time. Just being true to yourself. We got away from that. Everything is just about what the next person is doing, and pretty much everybody want to be like everybody, but nobody want to be who they are. And why would God put all of these billions of people in the world just for everybody to be the same? It makes no sense. So why not be true to yourself? That's the people that I see winning, that's being true to yourself. And you know when you're being true to yourself because you can see it. Now you got some people that's winning that's not true to themselves, but it doesn't last very long. It doesn't last very long because you can't hold that character for very long. At some point you're going to show who you are. At some point the veil is going to be unlifted. So yeah, you're better off just being true to yourself and being who you are, and not trying to be like the rest, because I'm pretty sure you'll have an easier time trying to be yourself than to try to be somebody else. And yeah, that's what BU about. BU is about just being authentic. It's just keeping it, saying what it is, being real. Especially just with all of this stuff, like the internet has changed the game for so many people. Like, changed the game. Like, you could be whoever you want to be. Like, that's cool, but is it you? You know, so many people, I've seen so many people that if you see them in real life, what? I thought you was big time. I thought you was, but that's not even you, sis. That's not even you, bro. Like, oh, okay. We fraud out here. Everybody's scamming. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. Everybody got an avatar on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, because they want to portray themselves as something that they're not. Because everybody want to look like they living a dream, but don't really want to live the dream. Don't want to put the work in that they need to do that. But it's okay. Everybody giving them passes because it's like, well, it's Instagram. You don't have to be authentic on Instagram. You don't have to be who you really are in real life. Well, why not? Why not? You know? So, I mean, I don't know. I think that we should get back to just like Instagram, social media, all that stuff is cool. But at the end of the day, it's not real. It's not real. It doesn't give you that authentic feeling of knowing, like, I'd rather interact with somebody in person than online. And have you noticed, like, So many things have changed. Like, people will respond to your DM or respond to you on social media before they even pick up the phone and call you or see you in person. It's just like, that's where we at right now. That's what's going on in the world. Like, come on. Because then you can give any excuse, you can give any reason, you can kind of imagine whatever it is that you want to imagine and put it out online, and then that's who you are. But it's really not who you are, because when you go into that job and you know, got kids that need this and that, and that's not who you is, sis. You IG famous, but in real life you working a 9 to 5, struggling to put the food on the table. But I mean, I guess you got it. Fake got it. I don't know. I feel like people are pretending so much. My mom, for the people that's on the podcast, my mom asked a question on live. Why do you feel like people are pretending so much? Because you're able to live the lifestyle that you want to without having to really put the work in. That's why I feel like people are pretending so much. I think that people want this idea of fame because anybody can be instantly famous. Social media has created where anybody can be so instantly famous because it gets quickly across the world fast. So you could do one thing and then next thing you know, overnight you're a celebrity. So everybody likes to feel important. Everybody wants validation. Everybody want to get that stamp of approval that what they doing in life is the right thing. So of course, if you feel like you're not there yet in your real life, then the quickest way to get there is online. The quickest way to get there is online. And everybody know it because you can put filters on, you can do whatever you want to do with all of this technology, and if nobody knows you personally, then whatever you portray to the world on social media is valid. But it's really not. As we can see, some people get exposed. Some people get exposed, but a lot of people don't. And so you don't have any credibility, like, and then you're able to hide behind a mask. You're able to hide behind a mask. Now you got this sense of security because you can be, in your mama basement making, photoshopping so many pictures and, doing all this, and then what you see online is like, oh, they in Paris. Oh, you in Paris this week? Girl just came back from Barbados last week. But you're really in your mom's basement not doing nothing, just to get likes. Because everybody want validation. Everybody want that stamp of approval. So instead of validating yourself, instead of you doing it for clout. Look, everybody know that song, You Do Anything for Clout. Everybody want to be the next big thing. And it's okay to want people to like you, because I think that's just human nature, that you want somebody to care about you and care about what you're doing. But does that make you, at the end of the day, does it make you who you are? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because them liking you is not going to give you more integrity, more character, more self-love. It's not going to do any of that for you. It's just going to give you a little bit of feeling good for that moment, and then you're going to be on to the next thing that's going to help you feel better about yourself. But if you felt better about who you were and going back to being you, and you feel better about, because I feel like being you is just being happy with who you are, being happy that, okay, you don't have to look like an IG model, you don't have to be a size 9 or 3, 2, whatever, and you don't have to have all of that to feel good about who you are. Now the flip side of that, people that's using IG for the right purposes, I can't commend them and say, yes, I have been seeing people, I'm talking about, turn their situation around and use it for the right person. Digital real estate has been very big within 2020. People have been changing their lives with IG, Instagram, and social media by being who they are and portraying their gifts through the social media. So I've seen that too, and I've seen that's the stuff that I, applaud and wish people would do more of, because online I feel like a lot of black people is winning and changing their situation around. Like who I seen a transition, like what's his name, Ben X. I like him, I follow him, and it's a lot of other good social media influence that's doing very well for themselves due to using their social media platform to, let their voice be heard and speak their opinion and speak their mind. I think that that's good. That's a good thing, and it's a good look. But for the ones that's doing it in vain, hopefully that doesn't last too long, and hopefully, but I mean, I guess it's always gonna be a plus and a negative to every situation, but yeah, I just feel like that's where we at. And me personally, it feel good to be around people. Like Corona and being forced to social distance has really been kind of hard for me. I feel like I distanced myself before the Corona, like not going, people invite me places, I don't want to do it. But after everything that's transpired, I be wanting to get out. Look Corona, you're gonna have to take a back seat. I'm cool. I need to be around some people. I need to see some people, because you need that energy. When you interact with people, it just give you, especially good people and they got good vibes, it just like boosts your spirits. Like and with these masks, look, I'm not about to keep putting this mask on everywhere I go. I can't breathe. I be feeling like I'm about to pass out. Like I can't get no good oxygen to my brain. I be feeling like I'm about to pass out. I'm trying to tell you. Like, I think that's just foolish. I ain't gonna speak my opinion on that, but yeah. No, I don't know what's up with this, what's going on in the world, but this shit is silly. If you want to be quite frank, the shit is silly. And look, every time I go to a store and then I forget my mask in the car, I'm like, look, bruh, I'm not going back to the car to get that mask. I'm put my shirt over my face, and this is how I'm coming. Look, don't everybody they wanna ask you about this mask. Look, I can't breathe in that mask anyway. Come on, bruh, like baby, chill, So, and let me just be. When I say that, I seen more people wear this mask and be like, so you'll put a mask on. Maybe I shouldn't say this on my podcast, but I'm telling you, hood niggas, street niggas, put a mask on before they put a condom on. You be like, well, damn, you ain't scared of AIDS and STDs and nothing like that, having a baby, nothing like that, but you put a mask on, you scared for this invisible virus that you ain't even experienced yet, but you ain't scared about none of that other stuff. You like, oh, okay, well, that don't make no sense, but okay. And I just be looking like, oh, wow. Like, yeah. Right. No, that's everywhere. It's not just Cleveland, it's everywhere. I was like, oh, okay. Like, you dudes be out here taking penetration chances, but be scared of the corona. You be like, oh, okay. You scared? You ain't scared of the corona? But that's another topic. Anyway, what else has been going on in 2020? What else can I talk about as far as being myself? I feel like when I came into, like, really, it took me, not to be funny, but it really took me to kind of move away from everything I kind of knew to really hone in on being myself. Like, when I left Cleveland, I kind of left, like, everything I knew, everything that I was familiar with, everything that, was familiar to me, and I left that because I felt like when you in the same environment you kind of grew up in, it's kind of hard to identify yourself. Like, you need that separation. You need that separation to kind of isolate yourself and get the opinions of others kind of out of your mind and out of your mental. And you know, it's like when you got your family around and your friends that you grew up with, people that know you, it's like everybody got their opinion about who you are, and it's like you're not able to really get out who you are because everybody else got they, oh well, remember when this is who you are, this is who you are. Everybody always putting a what you are in your face, and it's like, okay, and that's not who I am. That may have been what I've been through or what I did, but that's not who I am. And or people put on what they want you to be. And granted, of course, your parents always want the best for you, but sometimes it can be overwhelming with them pushing their views on what they want you to be. Like anybody that's more of like a parental or like somebody that you look up to that kind of raised you, you always want to please them. You always want to hold them to, like, you always want to make them proud. So when you got that weighing on you, it's like, oh, maybe you're not living up to what they want you to be. So now you're trying to do things to make them feel like, hold on. Okay, yeah. My bad about that, but yeah, so you know, you always want to make your family proud and you want to live up to what they want you to be and everything like that, but my vision for myself is not your vision. You know, we may have similar ideas and things like that, but what I see for myself is maybe not what you see for me. And sometimes you just gotta kind of get out of that, and you kind of gotta, at least for me, I'm speaking for me, I had to make my own path. And I had to, because a lot of times when people are assisting you and helping you throughout your life, they feel like they kind of like, let me see, what's the correct word, but they kind of feel like it's their right to tell you how they want you to be, and you got to go with it because it's like, well, I done helped you do this, I done helped you do that, I done did this for you, and you don't want to, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. But that's not what I want to do. That's not the path I feel like I'm supposed to be going down. So sometimes you need that isolation. And I'm not saying that they wrong for wanting you to do however they want you to do, because at the end of the day, that's their vision for you. But you have to hone in on your vision for you and make sure that you stand true to who you are, and you stand true to your perspective of what you see for yourself. So, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, do you think God gonna say, well, your mama wanted you to be this, what did you do? Your daddy wanted you to be this. No, he gonna say, did you live up to what I wanted you to do? Did you walk the path that I wanted, that I gave you, the vision that I gave you, the dreams that I gave you when you slept at night, when you cried to me and you told me what you wanted to do? Did you live up to that? And then he ain't gonna ask about nobody else's path. He ain't gonna ask you, did you walk down your mama's path or your daddy's path or your sister's path or whoever path, you know? Ooh, hold on. Alright, I be checking my messages. Miss Queen, she's helping me with my podcast, so she's sending me messages via while I'm on live, so I have to check them. But yeah, pretty much, you can't answer to that, because at the end of the day, you have to answer to yourself and see what's right for you, and be led by what moves you, because I can't hear what somebody else is telling me to do. Right? I can't be distracted by that, because your vision for me may not be my vision for me. And why would I walk in the steps that you're trying to put on me instead of walking my own? You know, I don't know. My journey, like, venturing out, and don't get me wrong, like, I didn't go to college. I didn't go away for college. I went to Tri-C. I tried it and then ended up getting pregnant, and so that took me down another path. But I never was like away from home. I never experienced the away from home or like that true independence from being like not around your parents or not around your family or anything like that. So my journey to Charlotte, it was a journey, and I'm so thankful for it because it really helped me get connected. It really helped me to strengthen my relationship, one, with the Almighty God, and it helped me to lean on Him and depend on Him and depend on myself, and not saying that I didn't have help here, but God showed me, he was like really diligent in showing me how to move and how to move throughout this situation. And it was a process, but I'm so glad that I made the step. Sometimes you just got to make the step and He'll lead you the rest of the way. Sometimes you got to take that leap out on faith, and He definitely will show you the way. So that's pretty much what my podcast is going to be about. It's just going to be about my spiritual journey, my relationships that I've been through, and, you know, just talking about who I am and what I've done. And, you know, we can talk about other stuff, but I'm pretty much going to, because the best thing that I know to talk about is me. I'm not even going to hold you. Like, I could talk about somebody else's situation, but at the end of the day, I can't really give you, you know, true insight to somebody else's situation. I can tell you my opinion on it, but I can give you true insight to what I've been through, what has brought me, what has given me strength, what has led me to where I'm at, and just me being me. So, I mean, you can rock with me if you want to, and if you don't rock with me, then that's cool too. But yeah, I'm trying this out, you know. I'm stepping out on faith, stepping out on faith, and see where it leads me. So, yeah. I definitely appreciate, you know, all the people that's watching me on live, even though it's, you know, 3. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate everybody that's gonna be listening to my podcast. But let's get back to, I'll say, okay, so how can you be yourself? That's one of the questions that I wrote down. How can you be yourself? And my view on how you can be yourself is just whatever you resonate with in your heart. And that's different for everybody. And everybody know when they're not being true to who they are. And only you can decipher when you're not being true to who you are. I can't tell you when you're not being who you are, because maybe this is who you are. Maybe you just that was a persona that you had before. But you know when you're not being true to yourself, because you feel funny. You don't even feel like when you're trying to be somebody else. It shows. It definitely shows. Or it's okay to inspire to be like other people, but honestly, God gave you a niche of who you are. He created you as an individual, not as a group, not as a duo, not as nothing. He created you as an individual. So you may have similarities to other people, but honestly, everything about you can never be duplicated. And that's on God. That's what people say, on God. So yeah, you know when you're not being true to yourself. You can feel it, and you don't even move the same. But people that are true to themselves can tell when you're not authentic. Now, people that's living a fake life and fictitious life, they can tell. They can only perceive what you're putting out, because they not being true to themselves. So of course they like, oh yeah, And a lot of people that's maybe, I don't want to say that, but It seems to me, and just in my experience, you have a lot of friends when you're fake. You have you tend to, you know, because you can kind of transform yourself to whatever you want that person to view you as. So of course they're gonna like that. Of course, if you being everything I want you to be, then of course I'm gonna like you. Of course, yes, girl, yeah, we can do that. But when you're being authentic and other people are not, it's hard to have people fake around you, because you're not gonna feel comfortable around them. You're not gonna. It's just gonna throw you off. Their energy gonna just throw you off. And if you can, like, it takes a strong individual to be able to not be affected by how somebody else is portraying themselves or how somebody else view you. Nah, I'm still a work in progress. Like some certain people energy I can you know, deal with and, you know, be able to handle it, but only momentarily. It's not gonna be for no long time, or because it's draining to me, to be honest. Like if somebody is like fake and not being themselves, it's very draining, because I'm such a person where I speak my mind, I say how I feel, and I'm very direct. So when you're not practicing, but when you're really truly who you are, it's gonna be hard for you to be around somebody that's not who they are. And a lot of times you can see who they are even if they're portraying to be somebody else or portraying to be somebody fake. So yeah, that kind of energy I just can't hang around. But what steps did I take what's the next question? What steps did I take to be me? Or what steps should you take to be you? Now, I can tell you the steps that I took to be me. I just really had to own who I am. And I had to own, like, everything that I've been through. And had to understand that just because I've been through certain situations, that doesn't make me who I am. I know who I am true to heart. You understand me? So, I didn't have to... People always try to put things on you like, oh, this happened in your life, so that's who you are. Girl, you're not about to stamp me like that. You're not about to stamp me like, oh, that's just who I am. No, because I know who I am at the end of the day. Yeah, I may have did this or may have did that or may have, you know, had a mistake or whatever the case may be. But people try to put labels on you. Don't let them box you in, sis. Don't let them box you in. Because at the end of the day, you are the copywriter of your own story. So, yeah, write your own. No. We not gonna even claim that, and you're not gonna try to people just try to put labels on you and try to put you in a certain category and try to make it seem like this is all you can be and this is all you'll ever be. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm gonna be. Like, and I'm not gonna even let you put that energy on me, because at the end of the day, everybody is forever changing, but even though you change, you still stay true to heart. Like, you still have your ground principles. Like, you still got your foundation. Even though you may do, you know, what's it called? You may rehab. You may, you know, do a little upgrade. Everybody go through upgrades. Everybody should go through upgrades. You should never stay stagnant in the same position you was. You should never be the same person you was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, period. Everybody go through upgrades, but you still stay true to who you are at heart. Like, I know that I'm a kind person. I know that I'm loving. I know that I have just a fun, loving nature about myself. So those are things that you can never take away from me. But do I digress sometimes? Yes, everybody digress. Everybody has a little slip back or whatever. Yeah, but does that mean that own me? No, it doesn't, because I'm not claiming that to be who I am. Now, you're going to be everything that you say you are. Now, because, of course, we manifest things every day by what we speak and what we think. So if you think that that's what you are, that's what you're going to be. Now, if somebody else try to put something on you and you disagree, I'm binding it up. Not today. Not today. That's not me. That's not who I am. And you're not gonna put that on me. But if you start thinking like, dang, maybe that is me. No. Because sometimes people project or put whatever they going through on you. Let's just put it like that. Yeah, some people put whatever they going through. Just because you having a bad day don't mean I'm having a bad day, sis. Cut it out. Like, no, just because you going through it, just because you a liar don't mean I'm a liar. Just because you a hoe don't mean I'm a hoe. You get what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Just because you steal don't mean I'm steal. And people try to project whatever they going through on you and say, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Nah, we ain't gonna do that here. But at the end of the day, I feel like what really helped me hone into who I was stop trying to be like everybody else. Stop trying to be like everybody else. Your homegirls be like, girl, you too boisterous, you too loud, or that's who I am. And if you don't like it, okay. And right, we have a comment on live and it says, other people's expectations of me have nothing to do with me. Come on now. Come on, sis. I'm glad that you know, especially if they have high expectations, I'm glad to see that you're rooting for me. But I'm gonna live up to be whatever I want to be, not what you want me to be. And I'm sorry that I can't fulfill whatever it is that you desire of me. But hopefully you can take me as I am and accept me for what I am, and then you'll feel better about me. Cause a lot of times, you know, like, how you gonna put that on me? Girl, you tripping. How you gonna put that on me? Don't even do that. We ain't gonna even do that. Not today. So yeah, that's where I be at with things, cause a lot of times people don't want to own up to their own shit, to be honest. So of course they gotta project whatever they going through on you. But you know, when you start to recognize that and you start to take ownership of the things that you do, you can see what others do. And you can be like, okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. And hopefully, you know, God will find you, you know, in a better place tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know, but definitely dismiss the shit. I would definitely dismiss it, because ain't nobody got time for that. Let me tell you, I don't got time for, look, I go through too much shit on the daily for me to be trying to live up to your expectations. Girl, you sound silly. Like, you must be a goofy. Got to be more careful. But like I said, more so mine was like a spiritual journey for me to find who I am, because it was like I wasn't comfortable with where I was at. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I wasn't accepting me enough. I wasn't, and I think it really came down to is self-love, loving yourself. Saying, hey, this is me. This is me. Everything that embodies me is me. And owning it. Just own it. Because once you own it and you say, okay, this me, and it's a freeing feeling, because now you're not in the dark and you're not in the closet like, I don't know what people gonna think about who I am and why I am or whatever. Girl, people gonna think whatever they want to think. And at the end of the day, your things don't pay me. My daddy used to say, do I pay you to think? I don't. So girl, you better let them thoughts go, period. And yeah, it gets you nowhere. You'll be chasing something that goes nowhere. You'll be going in a circle trying to live up to other people's expectations of who you are. Like, how can they define who you are? Don't nobody know what's going on in your head. Don't nobody be with you when you're in your personal thoughts. Don't nobody be with you when you really going through the shits. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Everybody want to glorify when you when you come into who you are and you praising who you are, and they see the blessings of who you are, and they see how God is, you know, bestowing blessings and stuff like that. But when you're going through it and you're going through the trenches, who really with you? It's you and God, girl. It's me and God. I be in my prayer room, war ready. Okay, like and you know which ones really care about you and really want the best for you. But the other ones that just want you to be who they want you to be for that moment, let them go, sis. Let them go. They ain't worth it. Because they got some issues that they need to deal with on a personal level. So, yeah. And I didn't even go over no steps. Like, step 1, find yourself. And how you find yourself? Do what resonates to your soul. If you like certain kind of music, if you like to eat a certain kind of way, if you like to do a certain kind of thing, and it makes you feel good at the end of the day, do that. Do that. Don't try to go based off of what's trending, because it's never it's just gonna be trending, and then you're gonna have to keep up with the next thing that's trending. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself and love yourself. Love yourself, because at the end of the day, all you got is yourself. Everything in this world that's portrayed to us is what we create. So if you're not happy with yourself, how can you create a better world for yourself? How can you create the things that you want in your life if you're not happy with yourself? You got to start there. I don't know. You can get all the riches in the world, but we see it every day. These famous people be rich as hell. And you be like, dang, killed himself? What the hell? Because we think that everybody got it going on. You think everybody got it going on. Yeah, live your life. My mom said, live your life the way you want to. Yep, live the life the way you want to, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you're the only one that's going to be accountable for your own life. Your mom's not going to be accountable. Your dad's not going to be accountable. Your friends, your boyfriend, your husband, they're not going to be accountable for your life. So why not make the life that you envision for yourself and not what nobody else envisioned for you? Live your life, sis. Eee. Come on now. That's what, but sometimes I'm not going to say that everybody is at where they at for a reason. And, in your time, you shall grow. Sometimes it takes somebody to plant the seed for you to really, understand, and then it'll be watered. Sometimes this can go over people's head, and they're like, what are you talking about? Girl, I'm living my best life. Oh, okay, well, live your best life, But if you're not happy with yourself, it can't be too best. If you're not happy with who you are, and you're not being who you are, and you're trying to be somebody you're not, it never works out. It never works out. Your hair's uneven. You look dusty. No, I'm just joking. But yeah. I'm just in a good space right now. I'm still finding my way. Don't get me wrong. I'm still finding my way, and God is still definitely revealing things to me and how to be a better me, and But I am glad that I took ownership in my own life and said, hey, this is who I am. Yes. Can she be loud? Yes. Is she goofy? Is she clumsy? Yes, I am. But this is what makes me me. Look, come on now. This is what makes me me. Good. She a little thick? Yes. This is who I am. And if you don't like it, oh well. And let's get that quite clear. I don't care who don't like me. None of that helps me out in the real world. It doesn't. So, and if I'm not living up to your expectations, carry on. What else I'm gonna say to that? Carry on, sis. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm so glad that I started my podcast, and I'm just speaking my mind. This is pretty much what you're gonna get from me. Every week. We just can talk about different stuff I've been through, different stuff I'm going through, and whatever else somebody else want to talk about. If I feel a topic that resonates to me, touch my soul, that I want to speak about, then I'm gonna speak about it. I think that, you know, this is the time. We in the age of for anybody that's into astrology, we in the age of Aquarius, and it's the age of knowing. You know, the age that was before us was Pisces, and it was I believe, but we're in the age of knowing that you are who you say you are, knowing that you are everything that you want to be. Like, just know who you are, and own it. Because a lot of times people live in the dark because they're scared of, you know, what others think. But fuck what everybody else think. And I don't know if I can cuss on here, but fuck what everybody else think. Be who you are. And it's a good feeling to see so much diversity and so much just everybody just doing their thing. Like, I love to see people doing their thing. I love to see different type of things going on in the world, and not just the same old. I mean, but you are what you attract. So if you fake, you're gonna attract a lot of fake. If you're authentic, you're gonna attract authentic people in your circle. So I mean, just live your life, boo. I don't really know how long I've been on here, but I guess what else we can talk about? Yeah, let's just continue to talk about 2020. Oh, you know what else? So I don't know. This just been a strange year. With the corona and everything just being limited, and you know, they really changing the way we just operate on a day-to-day basis. It's been kind of crazy. And I think that the world will never be the same. It's definitely not going back to how it used to be. But I kind of like where it's moving. Like, I feel like I done seen so many people of color, people of my shade or my hue, just doing their thing, and I'm loving it. Like, I've seen a lot of people just like, especially a lot of celebrities, like celebrating just like Black love and just celebrating who we are and just coming back into the essence of who we are. And just, you can just see that the dynamic is changing. Like, we're more accepting of ourselves, and we are more like letting go of all of that, you know, what other people put on us. And thank you, Mom. My mom said I've been on here for hours, so I'm probably about to be wrapping it up. But I just think that we've been more accepting of ourselves and just celebrating who we are. Like, yes, it's about time. Because everybody want to be like us, but don't nobody want to give us the credit. Where they do that at? Everybody want to be like us, but don't nobody want to give us the credit. But we changing that. Everybody like, we're gonna have to tax you for that, baby. We're gonna have to tax you for that, Black. Like, we're not gonna do that. Not today. It's a charge for this. It's a charge for being, you know, you want to be like us, okay? That's fine. That's cool. We'll let you do it. But at the end of the day, cash me out. Pay me for, because everybody else get the charge for, come on now. Everybody else get the charge. So I'm rocking with it. I've been, you know, I like the fact that we're supporting each other more. We're loving on each other more. We embracing each other more. And that's a good feeling. I think that it may be getting bad for some people, but I think that we transitioning over to a new leaf, and it's about to get good, real good for us. And you know, if I offend anybody about what I say, oh well. So this is solely my opinion, and if you don't like it, then it is what it is. But I'm loving me, and I'm loving my people, and it's definitely been overdue. It's overdue. Yeah, it's definitely been overdue, so I'm rocking with it. I want to see more of it. I want to see more people winning. I want to see more people getting it. I can't wait to, you know, we really just continue to, let me recant that statement. I know that we're going to continue to practice group economics and that we about to be back on top, baby. Just watch out. Watch out. We about to definitely be back on top. And we ain't taking no prisoners. Dang, I can't get that. I can't get that word right. We're not taking no prisoners. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. But appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. I think this was a good first podcast. And if it doesn't, you know, if you don't like my podcast, whatever. But this was the first good episode. I mean, a good first episode. I'm saying everything backwards. A good first episode, I guess. But there'll be more to come. Love you guys. Love on each other more. Embrace each other more. And love yourself more. Bye. Bye. Got to be more careful.